Virgos, what's up, baby? Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Eccentric RockStar'Seed, and I have some intuitive messages. Keep in mind, I get strong energy. I don't have messages, I have energies. Keep in mind, take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you like it. Virgo, you could have once resonated with the elephant. You know, elephants notorious for having that like photographic memory. They never forget. They're very wise beyond their years. So you could have prided yourself on being the best kept secret. That's how I heard it. The best kept secret. You know, your value. You come with, you know how you always see those funnel infomercials where, hey, you listen to this presentation for like an hour, and then you can have all this. You know how they have the funnel, and then they offer it to you for like some crazy price, like for only $12.97, but you can break down the payments for $333 a month for 4 months or something like that. You know what I mean? And it's like it got a crap load of information and stuff. That's what I feel like you are, but as a person, like this huge funnel with all this valuable information. But what I feel like is there's a person who can just pay that. No, I changed the price. It's not $12.97. It's $24.90. Sorry, $24.97. Something that's like, wow, that's astronomical, but you're making me an offer I can't refuse. And then you always get the people that make the bare minimum payments to have full access to all your insatiable knowledge that can change the economy, something that'll change the world, that changes the family dynamic. You know, that you're damn good at what you do, whatever it is that you do, and there's no gender specific, man or woman, male or female. If I sound a little congested, y'all, it's a little bit of sinus. You know, it's pressure in my face right now, in my head. So bear with me if I sound a little different. But Virgo, I got zebra is more authentic. I see flamboyancy. You know, I see you saying this has been grand. You know, and just like the infomercial, it's like, okay, you can have 330. You can have over 300 different people who signed up, who subscribed to what you have to offer, and they make the minimum payments, and it's affordable. You make it affordable for everybody because you're some kind of earth angel, or you're somebody who's supposed to show up for people, or supposed to be in a leadership position, you know. But the problem is you want to attract the person who can just pay that $24.97. So what I'm getting at is, this is somebody, you could have met somebody who matched that high velocity and that high frequency of respect. Like, it's not that most people who make the bare minimum payments can't afford it, even though some of them are in there, but where a person couldn't afford it, they have gratitude. You know, it's like, I'm tired of settling for less. Where is my equal, so to speak? You could have met someone who you gave them such a wow factor, but it's the last person you would ever expect to want to invest in you, and they pay that $24.97. Like, yes, bet, let's do this. You know, I'm willing to learn. You're like the missing puzzle piece to my franchise, to my marketing strategy, to my business. You know, let's where have you been? It's like an angel in disguise. Like, are you serious? This person, and this person is willing to pay like big money too. Like, all right, what other expertise do you have to offer? And you have endless expertise that you offer. Next thing you know, this person's put in your PayPal account $24,000. Okay, for your expertise, $27,000. You're looking at the deposits like, oh my gosh, where did this person come from? And you guys actually work well together. Okay, you have soulmate, you have children, and you have heart-to-heart conversation. Okay, because I've been seeing some things now. I hear the song "The Closer I Get to You" by Roberta Flack. I hear "I Only Have Eyes for You," the Flamingos. This is about your gusto's equivalent, is what I'm hearing. Once an elephant, you was notorious for being that elephant. Okay, now you're the zebra, because zebras are very authentic. You know, every zebra look the same, but their patterns are completely different. There's no two zebras that's alike. You know, you could be very eccentric, and now you met someone who matches your eccentricities. Okay, you have the energy of the magician, and you're a real mastermind. That's what I got. So when I was shuffling, I also see this in the form of love, but this isn't about love. This is about you, maybe self love. Okay, so you got heart to heart conversation. Well, first of all, the first card that came out is children. You know, how your love life is being affected by children. So you could be manipulated through via children, and then you have a heart to heart conversation. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other, and then you have soulmate. Okay, so yes, this is your soulmate. This is somebody you may be doing business with, but you have a deep fond for this person, or have a deep fond for this thing. Okay, and then you have you could be coming from the experience of, well, this does feed the community. What I get when I say the children, your love life is being affected by children. You found someone who respects your conglomerate, and it almost gives you the stomach curls. It makes your stomach curl. You almost don't believe it, okay? Because you've been dealing with everybody who makes the bare minimum payments to be able to sustain and afford your expertise. That could be personal and or business. Shuffling for Virgo. Also, having a heart-to-heart discussion is like honestly discuss your feelings. So you could be coming up with an idea or a new project or something that you want to work with this person with, because you know you have the ideal match now. It's like, well, strike while the iron is hot. And if you also look at the description, there are two angels working in the background of these two people. So you have a match, okay, with someone via business and or personal. And yes, this is your soulmate. Now there are many different types of soulmates, so this is the perfect the perfect fit for you. I see somebody telling a wiser person. It could be an older man. The descriptions, it looks like an older man telling a younger man, you know, why are you being so judgmental? Why are you being so negative? Like, why are you acting so stiff? If you ever remember the movie Boomerang, when Eddie Murphy was messing around, he was all sprung out over the girl to match the player, but he fell in love with Halle Berry. But Halle Berry, his friend was also in love with Halle Berry, but he didn't expect to fall in love with Halle Berry. And Halle Berry turned out to be the better fit for him. He almost lost his friends. He almost lost his friendship over this woman. But this woman was not any old woman. This was a woman of value, of course. And then remember at the end where, you know, he ended up hurting her feelings because he ended up dipping back into karmic ways. And then he went to, and they all worked together. It was all great. They was all friends at work and everything. Even when Halle Berry saw him going through the motions with this woman, and this woman is, you know, playing him, acting like a jerk, all that kind of stuff. And she actually pulled the woman aside, like, hey, you know, can you like not do that to him? It's affecting his work, you know. He's really like a good person, you know. Can you kind of like give him some slack? And the girl was taken aback, like, what? Like, you asking me? You know, you actually care about this person? You know, she was like obnoxious about it. Like, well, long story short, you know, he ended up with Halle Berry, but after he hurt Halle Berry, he went after her. You know, he realized what he wanted. And he went after her, and he was like, why are you acting so stiff? You know, because she turned into she was like the Queen of Cups energy towards him, all sweet and bubbly and empathic, very nurturing. You know how she stood up for him while he was going through his other stuff. I never want to think about my next girl because you made me forget about my ex-girl. That's lyrics to Trey Songz from his album Passion, Pain, Pleasure. Album he came out with, and it's an interlude, and she come in like, I just got finished shopping and I went and got my nails done, and you know he's singing, he like, you welcome, you know, how was your day, come in, relax. Long story short, he's expressing his gratitude for this girl, like, you're so beautiful, I never want to think about my next girl because you made me forget about my ex-girl. All right. So, and then when he had to go make things right with Halle Berry, and at first she turned into the whole Queen of Swords on him. You see how stoned she was acting and cold she was acting towards him. And he had to ask, like, why you acting so stiff? Like, that's not us. Like, we bubbly together. We laugh. We cry. Like, we are Trekkies. They both love Star Trek, so they both call themselves Trekkies in the movie. I get this. They was friends. They were friends turned lovers. I get that with you, Virgo. And I get that this person is an inspiration for you by way of pulling you out of that energy of being like that, notorious for that, being that elephant. Like, you hard working. I get that. You know, you got endless potential and opportunities, and you know how to create more abundance and endless opportunities. However, it's some kind of negative connotation with going about this payment plan thing. These people on these payment plans, it kind of creeps up on you. It's like a silent killer. It's like stress. You didn't know the stuff was affecting you like that, or you didn't mind because you love to show up for people. You do. So whatever happened, you know, with you and this soulmate or this perfect person, it's this. I feel like you may lack communication or come off as coy or come off a certain way. Doesn't mean that you don't care, but it says honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So you have this idea. It could be business. You have this idea, and you want to tell this person, but you don't know how this person's going to feel about it. I feel like you should have a sit down with this person, arrange a meeting like they do in Godfather. Arrange a meeting and honestly discuss your feelings, because this is gusto's equivalent. What gusto means is that zest for life. You know, this is somebody who's going places, had that promising future type of person, that impressive resume, you know, that valedictorian of life. Not just on the dean's list, but that valedictorian of life. That's you, Virgo. And I think you might have met another Virgo or someone who has prominent Virgo in their chart, but they just like you. They match your eccentricities. Okay. So now we cover all that. Let me see. Let's see what we can learn, Virgo. See what I mean? Peace, how she's nurturing that baby. See, this person's peace, or this person takes the stress, takes the boatload off of what you do. Okay? And on the bottom, you have union. And you have power. You could be power. This could be somebody who's fighting with you about power. Hence, if it resonates in a way where there are children in the mix, somebody those children hold power, or that person knows that the children have power over you. You know, they use that's their greatest weapon. If you can bypass that greatest weapon, you know, to go ahead and do something that's greater for you, that better helps the children. You know what I mean? But I feel like the whole gist is this person realize they don't have a lot of choices. Whoever is weaponizing children or something that's innocent yet abundant, like children. So this could be somebody who has access to your accounts. This could be somebody who has actual children or has access to the meat and potatoes of your whole foundation and has that ability to destroy you with it, like that stroke and strike. Like they have that way of bucking up against you about it, knowing that you could be a force to be reckoned with. But this thing, whatever the children represent, could be the thing that they use to keep you calm. You know how they tie your hands? Somebody tie your hands from behind and then sneak a punch or throw a sucker punch, and your hands are tied behind your back, so you can't hit the person back. So you gotta deal with what they're doing. And you know, that's how it shows up in my premonition. So having these heart-to-heart conversations, you may want to tell this person, hey man, this business proposition is counterproductive. It's getting a little heavy on the chest. It's a little heavy-hearted. I'm not happy. I'm not seeing the results. You know, what I signed up for is not working. I feel like we maxed out our opportunities. I would like to go my own separate way. And it's like a devil. I see the devil card. So this person could be binding you, using their children to bind you because they know the valuable asset that you have. So say in an instance where you have this, go back to the funnel scenario, the funnel explanation, where you may be stopping minimal payments and just being exclusive. You feel like I've reached a status where I have enough where I don't have to work with the people by way of minimum payments no more. So I may take that off my business now. That's going to cut out so many people, cut off from your energy, cut off from your resources because they just don't have enough. They're not offering enough and you're over. It makes you overgive, right? So it's just not cutting the bill. So this person is realizing that and could be weaponizing what the children would represent in this case. I feel like this person is making a choice to not go down without a fight. Union. Yeah, that's what I think this is. This person sees that you have exclusive clientele, or you just entered a different tax bracket now. You're so elite at this point that you can have you can have private clientele, people who will pay those $24,000 on the spot, right then and there. Like this, I feel like this missing puzzle piece, this person who represents the soulmate, is the person who can open the door to other elite members. So this could be your soul tribe, even if it's by way of business. This person is bringing you, is like, you have been a leader of a community of people for so long that you have outgrown not so much the connection of the people, maybe, but you've outgrown that status of success. That used to be the cream of the crop, highest elite status at one time. And get down. Here, eat your cereal. And now you've surpassed that now. And it kind of blows your mind that you surpassed it, but it's integrity, it's modesty. You was once the elephant. Now you're the zebra. So to show up in life as the zebra, you realize this person is adding a flair to you. It's like, yeah, you got all the business savvy, you got all the tools, the trades, the talents, and you're damn good at it. But now you got that zest, that gusto's equivalent. Like that's this person is just as passionate about you and what you stand for as you are passionate about you and what you stand for. And it's power. This person who has you binding in a contract, I'm getting Godfather. If you have been watching my channel long enough, you know how I feel about Godfather. Okay? I'm getting Godfather now where Michael's telling Kay in the first installment where he shows up to his sister's wedding, finally, he's sitting down having spaghetti with Kay, and Kay is like, I didn't know you knew Johnny Fontaine. He's like, sure, you want to meet him? She's like, oh, okay. And she said, so, my father saved his career, and she's like, well, how did he do that? And then he didn't want to tell her at first. And she kept asking, and he's like, well, he was signed to this music exec, or he was signed to this record label, and as his career was getting better and better and better, he wanted out. He wanted to go free. He wanted to go on his own. But they wouldn't let him out because they knew how valuable of an asset that he was. So Johnny Fontaine goes to the Godfather, and he tells him this. The Godfather goes to the man and offers him $10,000 to let Johnny go. And the band member said no. So the next time, the Godfather went with Luca Brasi, and he put Piron to the side of his head. And he told him, it's either your brains or your signature is going to be on this contract. Okay? And they let Johnny go with a certified check of, $1,000? Okay? Needless to say, you reached a different status of success. Virgo, I couldn't be more proud of you, because the scenarios that I'm getting in my head, you elites. I keep seeing the word elites. Like, that's somebody of high ranking. Like, you've always been a high ranking member of whatever it is you're associated with. You've always been the best at it. And now it's like, whatever you must have done something right, or come into contact with Gusto's equivalent. You know what I mean? Because now you're soaring, you're going even higher. Like, it's almost like, yeah, you have that reputation, say in like New York or something, or in your hometown, everybody knows you. Now you're in California somewhere, and you're working with all them big execs. It's like something about this person links you to other big people, and they wanna invest in you. So yes, this is your soulmate. This is somebody who values your soul just about as much as you, as if it's their soul. You could be, it could resonate by way of love, but it also resonates by way of respect. What else? Okay, what else? Pardon my sniffling, you guys. I hope I explained it right, but I'm very into this energy, and I'm rooting for you, Virgo. Virgo, Virgo. I didn't get colors for you this time. But this color, if you can see it on camera, that's like a green, an olive green, and a brown. See? Muse of hymns. You could be a music writer, or can write music, or write poetry, or write books. Like, you're a writer. Like, it brings you solace. It brings you peace. Like, children. And then you look at this card, and you have peace. So this children card can also represent your babies, your passion, your endeavors that you might have put on the shelf because you're dealing with everyday life or what your everyday life entails. And this is like the Virgin Mary holding baby Jesus. So Gusto's equivalent could be this person, and this could be you. Somebody's now nurturing you and investing in you, and you know how important baby Jesus is, as well as his mother. Okay? We all know that. Okay, let's keep going. And all these colors blend in well together. You're writing a book about it. That's confirmation for somebody. If you didn't think you should be writing a book. You should be, even if you're writing songs about it, even if you write for other people, this is giving you raw material. Excuse me, sir. You're making way too much noise while I'm trying to talk. Thank you. Either way about it, muse of hymns, like morning hymns, like on Sunday mornings before you go to church, before you go to Sunday school, you listen to the radio, the church religious radio. Somebody's parents did that every morning, Sunday morning. They wake up real early in the morning, 7 in the morning, and they listen to morning hymns while they're getting ready for church, while they're getting ready for Sunday school. That's significant for somebody. And you can have passed over loved ones that are like ancestors or just ancestral guides or just guides for you. You remember what they taught you in life, and you take it with you everywhere you go. That's how it's showing up to me. So you're having those heart-to-heart conversations. It's like, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. It's like you look at somebody like they are your equivalent, or you look at something like, I know I would be the master at this thing, and I should do it. And I feel like this person is encouraging you to step out of your shell, or step out of your comfort zone, or step out of your the local community to go in somewhere more broad, like broaden your horizon. What else? And this energy is so strong. It's like, picture our ancestors, which is our parents, grandparents, having coffee. Remember they wore the silk robes at the breakfast table? And they would have their coffee. Something about coffee. It's something about eggs easy over. Reflect. You have reflect. This fell out too. Lunar masculine structure of the soul. And then you have retreat on the bottom. That's a Virgo card right there. That hermit card. You see? But what I also feel like with this card is like there's a big enchanted garden, or this nice garden. Like you got to have a pretty nice amount of real estate to have a backyard that looks like this, right? Typically it's in the finer neighborhoods. And it's not that you know anybody in a finer neighborhood. You just at peace. You reach the higher level soulmate, or you reach the higher level within yourself, or you've met the person that is a catalyst to get the ball rolling for you. And you had deep reflection about that. Like you ponder that. And you sit and retreat, and that's what you think about all the time. And you look at this person cloaked in virginity, cloaked in purity. It's like this person or this thing, could be the healer. I think you met a healer, or you are realizing that you're a healer. That's why you attract so many people that need your help. And then you have lunar masculine. That's do your shadow work, because it's working for you. Whatever this person told you, if you have a way of, you don't forget anything this person say. This person talks a lot about many different things, and it is not this person not realizing they're as big of a help as they more than they realize. But this is just an authentic, kind person That's why this is Gusto's equivalent. So, structure of the heart and soul is someone who is teaching you that you can be your own mother. Even if you're a man, you can be your own mother and father. It doesn't mean, it doesn't take anything from your parents. It's just how does this person maintain balance and solace? How is this person so powerful in their own energy? You know, look at the aura. It's like very colorful and very bright on this person. When you think about what you see in this person, you see the purity and how this person guards their chastity. And you're very attracted to that. It's like, that's what I know I deserve. So I'm cutting out my payment plan to stop. It's like when a certain landlord takes a Section 8 voucher, and then the other neighbors who have the means to just pay the bills without the subsidized help. It's in a lot of cases, it can devalue the property or devalue the neighborhood, because it also attracts a lot of ratchetness, a lot of ghetto people, for best choice of words. All right. Yeah, it's been almost 30 minutes and I didn't pull not one tarot card. But let me tell you something. If you've been watching me long enough, I don't always use tarot cards. I can pull illustration cards and just talk and get the message out. Okay? Because they all illustration cards to me. I didn't use one tarot card. But I'm going to. I have my New Orleans deck today. Like, I'm feeling it. Like, this energy is warm and welcoming. Mango of peaches. I told you, you're the best that ever do it. Alright. Let me see. The tarot cards are going to amplify on what I just said. That was a lot of, like, download messages and stuff that needed to be said. Okay. What does that say? Most opportunities are... I wrote something down and don't know what to say. Most opportunities are reared to... Oh! Got it! And you guys, I wrote these notes down. As some of y'all know, Ramadan recently wrapped up. And I wrote these notes down 2 weeks ago. Almost 2 weeks ago. Some of them. And even when I ponder on it, I still, like, a lot of this energy is still potent. Some of these energies. 9 of Swords is in reverse. But I'm going to put it back. Because you ain't got to think on this one. And I feel like it once was in the upright. The 9 of Swords is like it's a negative way of thinking. It's a devil energy. No, you don't have the devil in you. It's just a devil energy. And the 9 of Swords is air. Okay, this is somebody who thinks that most opportunities are reared to end. So what you feel like you might have been doing is capitalizing off of a good thing you had for a long time, but now you're getting honest with yourself that you really just outgrown the foundation of your survival thus far. So when it's in reverse, it's like you're using your innate wisdom. You're using your innate wisdom, and 9 would be the Hermit. 9 would also be a completion, but the 9 is always right before the 10. It's right before the rainbow. Okay? And so you're looking at this ship. It's like, I want to get away. It looks like a dream state in this card. It's like, dang, if I could just sail on that Mediterranean Sea. Let me get off the Mississippi River and get on that Mediterranean Sea, because they connect anyway. That's how they built New Orleans. You know, they started with the French and ended with the Spanish, or started with the Spanish and ended with the French. Started with the Spanish and ended with the French. And this one is to come out in reverse. And look what's on the bottom. The world. Completion. You want to start over. You want to take your business. You could want to take it to a different continent. You know what they say about New Orleans? They say that Paris crawls so New Orleans can run or walk or something like that. So it's like a smaller replica of a whole bigger world. So it's time to broaden your horizon. 9 of Swords in reverse. That's actually pretty good. And the world card is on the bottom. That's a completion. That's traveling. Okay? Once something's done, it's done. And you have now reached a point in your life, and you've reached, honestly, you've reached an inspiration in your life where you don't have to play it small no more. You didn't realize how small you was playing it until Gusto's equivalent showed up. May she rest. What does that mean? May she rest. Usually people say that when somebody has departed. So somebody could have manipulated the situation for you to not get this business deal. Or so they think. I don't think that's true though. Or it's a matter of you. It depends on how bad do you want it. Somebody's making you think that you're thinking too big, or you might be thinking too broad, or why do you want to give up something? You got a good thing going for you. Why would you want to risk it? And what if it all falls apart? Somebody's thinking of worst case scenarios, to stay in your pocket. 3 of Wands. Gusto's equivalent. You may have a daughter. I feel like some of you have dreams about a daughter. So you have a daughter in the spiritual realm. Your daughter, if you end up having a daughter or do have a daughter, she's just like you. She's passionate, just like you. Or again, with the children. Okay, this is something, whatever this project is or this creative endeavor, you hold it near and dear as if it's your daughter. And you relate it to family. So maybe you have a lot of little girls, or somebody that's close enough to you, or going back to one of the initial downloads, children. Someone could be using children against you. You see that? Like your intuition. Somebody could be confusing your mind about the children, you know. What is this? Knight of Swords. Yeah, somebody's moving fast too, like, because you're moving fast. They see you're not playing. Look at this person working. Whatever this product is, you got to get it out on the shelf. And somebody know you about to strike it big. Somebody know that you're such a down-to-earth, heartfelt person that you'll stick through anything with anybody, to the point where you'll minimize your own potential, and that's not going to happen no more. Somebody came into your life and it was like a tower moment. Now I see the Queen of Wands, tower moment. And they woke your ass up. They make you realize, you know what? I'm not supposed to be playing it small. So take it as a blessing from the Most High that He sent this person in to your life. Like He's pulling you in a more direct direction. One that keeps you on the straight and narrow path. Because being in these contracts, these toxic contracts, is shrinking you. It's giving you the icks. It's making your stomach sick. And I feel like the person or thing that you're connected to is reaping the effects of you feeling sick from stress. Queen of Cups. Is this Gusto's equivalent? Queen of Cups. Or is that you? That warm, nurturing, compassion, 7 of Cups. I dream about you all day. I see Adidas all day. I dream about sex. 7 of Pentacles, reaping what you sow. So this is a balance. 7 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, both surrounding the Queen of Cups, okay? They are what the other one have, the other one doesn't. So this one is one that could be very spiritual, one could be very practical, okay? But this energy together creates a lot of nurture, a lot of compassion, is more compatible for you. And the water sign showing up as in a Virgo reading, you know what I mean? But Virgos are very nurturing anyway. And then you also have Virgin Mary. So this is you. I feel like this is your energy, and this is somebody matching your energy, exploring all your options. This is not just a dream. This is your reality. You know what I mean? And then you got the other person like, this is not just a dream. This is your reality. Look at these. Look at you. Look at this. I thought this was your passion. This is your world. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you got extraordinary talent that's just sitting on the shelf. Like, what? That don't even make sense. And then they's like, who is this Jezebel bitch? I heard that clear as day. Who? And this somebody who might be a religious person or strong in a religious community or go to church, you know, conservative, or come off to the public like they're very conservative but could cuss like a sailor behind closed doors. No judgment, you know, a lot of people do that. Look, who is that Jezebel bitch? Look at this woman with the peacocks. The Seven of Pentacles is like reaping what you sow. It's like, so if I invest in somebody, if somebody picks me, or just if I decide to pick this person or pick this thing or go with the person that connects to the thing that I'm super good at, you know, that could take it, this could take it to a broader platform. This could really ground. I want to solidify. Seven of Cups is like ungrounded in a lot of ways, but I want to solidify myself on a broader platform. I don't have to be baby Perry when I can go to actual Perry. And it goes back, if you listen to the past few readings, I'm talking about, I gave an example about Josephine Baker and people like her who left the United States to go to Paris to broaden their horizon, and they become worldwide successful phenomenons. Four of Wands on the bottom. They celebrate you way more over there. So it's sometimes that's what it takes to like branch out, to broaden it, and then come back, you know, and sell it to the people, because the people will be more on board because now they see it as a global success. It's like, it's something about that global success, and it's, don't let the shit get you down like that, you know. Continue to do your shadow work so you can keep your energy high, right? Because that's what this person is teaching you, you know. It's a right and wrong way to go about it. Like, I know this person is, you're very intelligent anyway. You know what you're supposed to do. It's just a matter of you doing it, a matter of you being around the right support to do it. So even if you, for example, moved away from this person that initially was the catalyst to get all this like up and running again, it's like restarting a car after letting it sit for 5 months. The world card wanted to pop out again. You got to get your ass out that neighborhood or out that bad contract. Just get up and leave. No, don't get up and leave, but just say a prayer and get up and just do it. You got to just do it. Okay? People want to celebrate you. This is an iftar for some people. So you're connected with your community, and it's bringing that solace and that peace and that healing energy. You know, you may operate from your shadow side. That's why you got the masculine, the lunar masculine right here. You may operate from your masculine side, but now it's time to bring balance. With the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles actually gives me that, because you nurture your darker side just as much as you nurture your lighter side. But it's kind of an imbalance because you're more on the shadow side than anything, and you're likely to be this like an emperor who operates out of the Queen of Cups, even though the emperor is not here. It's something about this mother figure or this nurturing, mature person that you realize, you know, that you got people who wear the best dress but really like nasty spirited inside, but it took for you to meet this mature person. And it goes back to the example I said about, I'm cutting out minimal payments because you got somebody who's mature enough to invest in you and see you for your value, for who you are, instead of these petty people making the minimum payments. Minimal payments. Yeah, I said it. Somebody don't like you. Somebody watches this channel and they get pissed the fuck off, like, because it's the truth. Like, this gives me welfare. No disrespect to people on welfare when it's used correctly. You know what I mean? Like, if you're trying to, like, say you left a bad marriage or a bad situation, you started over, you may have started off with those benefits, but nobody gets college education or have extraordinary talent and work ethic to be on welfare. So you may have to start there, but, you know, you build something solid for yourself, and you don't have to do that for very long. Somebody is petty. I get that you got a lot of petty people around you who think that They want to convince you what's wrong with Section 8 or what's wrong with welfare. You thinking of all this stuff, like you gotta have money to do this. Like I see somebody who punch they hand a lot when they talk. You gotta have, they beat your head up mentally. Like they beat you down mentally. They try to anyway with these swords right here. This Knight of Swords. Okay? You gotta, they quick on their feet too with that. They're like a mentalist in a negative light. Like they see the negative in everything. They see the problem in the solutions that you come up with instead of seeing a solution to the fucking problem. You know, this is somebody who's petty with these sevens here. Warning signs, warning shots. These are warning shots, okay? Don't let it go to your head, no. Don't let it beat you. Don't let it beat you down. Like I feel like I'm giving somebody advice to keep their head up. Like Tupac, you gotta keep your head up. Ooh, there's somebody having a real freaking tough time. Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles is like I didn't invest it. Now I'm waiting for the. It's like I planted the seeds and now I'm waiting for it to grow. And then you got the 3 of Wands. That's about patience and virtue. I feel like you're disconnected from your patience though. At this point, you just want to write it off as counterproductive. Like this is counterproductive at this point, and I don't need to be stressed out. It doesn't come with the territory. Just because you have a house, a kids with the picket fence and a dog and the cars, it does not mean you should be stressed out about it just to say you have it. That's unrealistic. That's where the 7 of Cups come in. Let's get grounded and plant something solid. Slow and steady wins the race kind of energy. And patience, utilize, like the more you work through these trials, because that's what God does. He afflicts everybody with trials. The more you work through these trials, the light at the end of that rainbow, doing that, making the choice to do that shadow work, you know, to work on yourself, keeps your energy higher. It makes for better material. You don't want to keep writing about the same thing, because it only is successful as the people who use it as a crutch. So you're only as successful as entertaining this small group of people. When you got a whole world out there, you know, that's waiting to see what your aura really is. But your aura is not going to look bright and shiny like this if you're sitting in one spot, minimizing and shrinking yourself. And you've come to that intellectual conclusion, that emotional intelligence with the 9 of Swords in reverse. Because there are positives even to the cards we think are negative. I don't have to worry or stress. Patience is a gift. I know that's right. You better let them know. And that's a wrap. Like you reconnecting yourself with your power. Mango, eater of peaches. So there's people who cloak themselves like you and want to be like you, and then there's you. You know, the source of peace. I feel like this is that Queen of Cups. You know, who came in and just empathically taught the lesson. I just feel like she left. Was it all a dream? I used to read Word Up magazine. But he said it was all a dream. But you're asking, was this a dream? It's a way to plan it. You know, what you saw, you got a little taste of something, and then it went its way and you went your way. And now you're in deep reflection and you want to ponder, you know, was it? Like, how can I keep something like that? Like, how can I get to that velocity? Like, how can I make people see that I'm this way? Like, I'm this nurturing, compassionate, like, they see my work ethic, but they don't see it in me as a person. Outside of professionalism or outside of getting the business done. Well, this piece to the missing puzzle, this soulmate, he or she, they see you. They see you. They see you as their source of peace. They look up to you. So what they do is they go and they reflect and they ponder, how do I have this heart-to-heart conversation? And it lands. And I don't get disrespected about it like somebody is who's just being silly and unrealistic. How do I plant the conversation? Like plant the seeds and actually ground what I feel like this is, or what I've experienced, what I've come to experience so far. How do I plant it and make it and put it on solid ground and then nurture it with this Queen of Cups? and watch it grow into a lot of infinite abundance. Like, how do I do that? I'm just giving you the visuals. That's why I keep showing you the cards. How do I do that? Because somebody see the power in you connecting with this person, place, and thing. And they may be telling you that you're being unrealistic about your visions. They could be telling you you're just dreaming. You're just a dreamer. You know, that mental energy, that sharp on your feet, you know, the devil made me do it, type, made me say it type energy. That double-ended sword, the Five of Swords is not here, but whether this is somebody weaponizing them babies against you, or somebody's trying to weaponize your creative abilities against you and tell you that you're just dreaming. But you know better. You know you're not dreaming. Because you done met somebody who's not a vixen. And that's metaphoric. That's not just a sexual partner. This is somebody who is not just coming to take what they need and then leave. This is somebody who planted seeds themselves, you know, to watch you grow. They were on a mission. You know, some people do God's work like that. And they come in, they do what they're supposed to do, and then they let God do the rest. Virgo, I feel like you got a good thing. Whatever this thing is with a person or a place, or you're just your talent, you graduated doing bigger things. If you haven't done it yet, you're making preparations to do it with the Seven of Cups and Seven of Pentacles, and I see you nurturing it. And I also see you showing up as the best that ever did it with the Eater of Peaches. This is somebody who is savage and not in a derogatory way. Six of Pentacles. You're going to be received well. Now I see the scene in Menace to Society where told you Kay was so loyal to his cousin, he would have never crossed boundaries with this woman, but he ended up, the girl fell in love with him because he's always looking out for her. He's always there for her. And she fell in love with him. It's like, well, why am I waiting for this person who's doing life in jail? He can't do nothing for our son in jail. And it took for the cousin to really be it took a lot of manhood to tell his cousin, you know what, go with Ronnie K. Go with her. She's going places in life. She want better for my son. Teach him things I ain't never taught you. Teach him better than I taught you. Teach him that everything I taught you was bullshit. Because now he's sitting in jail in life and he can't even enjoy his kid. Something with the kids. Somebody can't even like hug and kiss their kids every day. Behind stupid choices. You know? And it's like, she was nervous to talk to him, but the thing he had to say was for Kay. You know, Kay, you've been the man in her life. Like you've been holding us down for me all this time, and she's got an idea, and you can go with her. You should go with her. Teach my son better than I taught you. You know, teach him better than anything. Like he set a bad example, and him realizing that he's taking accountability because he's in jail, so he's in retreat and he's reflecting. You know, he's doing his shadow work and his healing, and it took for him to do that to get to that wise, mature space because he was wild out on the streets. He was, obviously, and that was a permanent ending for him. But this is a new beginning for you. One door closed, one door open. All of that hard work is not in vain. It's just that you know, you went as far as you can go with what you've been doing. And you know that it's time to broaden your horizon. And that's pretty much the gist. Gusto's equivalent. Yes, that is your soulmate. If you were sitting there pondering and wondering, did God send this person? Yes. Did God send you to this person? Yes. Or this career? Yes. This is where you're meant to be. All I did was split the deck. Ace of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. That is reciprocity. That is respect. Something with respect. You need your respect. You're not going to get it being local. You plan too small. Go bigger. I have so much to say, but this reading is already almost an hour long. Let me see. And I'm sorry, y'all, with the sniffling. So sorry. That's kind of nasty. But I hope you, I really feel like y'all will like this message. It does resonate in many different scenarios. Like, I see a few different scenarios. It took, like, for one scenario, like, in some instances, somebody started over in a new town. Somebody started over with a new person. Somebody started over with a new spirit, with a more aligned spirit. It resonates differently for everybody. Vulnerable. Ooh. Deep breath. Take a deep breath. The link between breathing and our sensual expression cannot be overstated. But with full, life-giving breath, we can activate our vitality and experience our body's pleasure more wholly. So with a short, shallow breath, we are cut off from our sensations. We create a stress response, and our health suffers. So the action is what you're being advised to do is take a long, nourishing breath in through your nose, pulling the air up from your expanding stomach for 3 seconds. Hold. Now breathe. Breathe out slowly through your mouth for 3 seconds. Let your stomach deflate as you breathe out for a full, rich exhalation. Now repeat it for a few more rounds. That feels a lot better. Okay? If that don't sum up everything I just told you, I don't know what does. I hope you liked it, Virgo. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.